When it comes to the game of love, it starts at 0-0. All our MC can see is this beauty that goes to the gym every single morning, drenched in sweat from a healthy helpings of hard work with one goal on her mind: hoop dreams. She's not your typical heroine, while at the same time, she is with her amazing two-handed jumper, dropping dimes like she's Machida Rui. And how the hell is she
still so chokire? Yabe.
And that's all our MC Inomata Taiki can see. A basketball-wielding dime piece. She's the ultimate package with a blend of personality traits that will make you want to reach for the top badminton nirvana, and one that can calmly display such universally loved waifu traits. How can someone so athletic and sweaty on the hardwood floors be so goddamn elegant and feminine at the same time? She is everything. Hold the bleep up. You really gonna pick the basketballer over your day one gymnastics Cinderella redheaded phenom platonic don't actually want to be platonic friend that has shown more love for you in a more almost outright, almost upfront, almost asking you out on dates friend that just so happens to be a girl that's almost always by your side? We'll get back to you, love triangle. Every man has a dream of one day hitting that box. In this anime, it just so happens to be blue balls. Because when you have a romance where one guy chases the girl he likes, that's scared to see if that girl may reciprocate that same affection, you get a whole lot of action from your inaction. And it's the action from a lot of indecision. And it's these indecisions that lead to decisions that don't exactly lead to the outcome everyone wants. When it comes to romance, there's a ticking time bomb, someone's heart exploding in a love triangle, characters that make bad decisions thinking that they made the right ones, miscommunications and assumptions that create major plot points, and of course, NTR. Ippon!
You trying to get with my girl?
Hooper pussy is all yours.
Whee!
There's nothing like the sense of sensation burning in your heart, tormented by the unintentional body heat to body heat action that you wish one day will be intentional, trapping you in an obsessive psychosis over the girl with the prettiest two-handed jumper, giving you restless nights of sleep. It's the human condition meant for reproducing, and one where life can be at its very peak. That is LOVE. Ippon! Body language and physical touching of a guy is a girl's superpower. You can be the basket and I'll be your shuttlecock. No matter what, there will be a ball involved with tons of pounding in the paint. When the shuttlecock gets close, you gotta hit it just right, at the right angle, at the right speed, at just the right time. That is this anime called Blue Box. It is out exclusively on Netflix. It's an ongoing manga that hasn't fully realized itself yet. The anime follows first-year high schooler MC Inomata Taiki, who is totally in love with this ball-wielding beauty senpai, second-year Kano Chinatsu. While she's trying to be the Caitlin Clark on the hardwood floors, she's already the Caitlin Clark of Taiki's heart. While Taiki wants to swing his shuttlecock to the top of nationals as a badminton athlete, he can't stop thinking about naughty basketball metaphors. Ippon! While we have an everyday reality of a guy that likes a girl. Hopefully, girl likes guy back. What becomes a normal reality becomes extremely abnormal really quickly. The girl you like is living in your house? You mean your mother's house.
Dad?
It's your mother's house, son. Now go out there and get rejected. Out of nowhere, Chinatsu ends up living with Taiki under the same roof, in separate rooms, but right next to each other. After both of their moms decide that Chinatsu's determination of her hoop dreams to win nationals, and that Chinatsu's family was planning on moving, Taiki's mother, along with the rest of their family, accepts Chinatsu into their home until she graduates, so she can continue reaching her ultimate goal as a hooper.
It's the girl that I like living in my house.
No one shall know. Except only the closest homies that always get stuck in the middle of romantic shenanigans when he's trying not to be, but is super perceptive and a super wingman with the foresight of 4 eyes that looks like he can be the villain in any other anime that's pulling all the strings behind the scenes archetype. It is he that knows about Taiki and Chinatsu's secret, that they're living under the same roof. Yes, he's RMC's bestie, Kasuhara Kyo. when you live under the same roof with a girl that's not your relative, and that girl is super attractive and popular with many other guys shuttlecocks. It would be quite the high school scandal if all your peers knew that this fantasy scenario was a reality. And it's a reality not for them, but for him. And that's when...
You trying to get with my not trying to be platonic man?
I mean, at this point, my romantic feelings for Taiki is still up for speculation for the compelling nature of the plot, playing with Taiki's emotions until way later in the story, more specifically, episode 12.
Is that fried chicken?
Because I'm totally jealous of the food, and the food you let Hina eat. Did someone just get NTR'd with fried chicken? There's nothing like an MC that likes a girl that vaguely likes you, but not as much as this one, Chono Hina. While compelling plots is the glue that keeps the story going, in a romance, the characters better be lovable, relatable, filled with tons of depth, with just a hint of annoyance from their actions. Blue Box is all of that in a bag of shuttlecocks and basketballs. There is nothing like the crescendo of the triumphant MC, except he needs more character development. Men are not men without them striving for something that's not only the girl that needs to be courted, but for inner ambitions. Because if men don't have these qualities, they won't get any women. This is like a romance's shonen-like quality. No matter what, MCs and other major characters must strive for something to go along with the romance, because having ambitions and reaching for goals that are seemingly out of your reach is commendable and builds a ton of character. That was the quickest L I have ever seen an MC take. These are the kind of lessons that are pulled from the story, especially experiencing the three main characters' perspective. Taiki always enjoyed and has some inner ambitions of being really good at badminton because he only has to rely on himself, except when he teams up with Haruyu, who is kind of like his badminton senpai, who helps him improve on his badminton, who is actually kind of like Taiki's rival, whom he needs to at least get as good as, if not better, if he ever wants to reach nationals. Chinatsu literally stayed behind to live with strangers in order to try to win nationals with her basketball team, and Hina has always been almost prodigy-like with her gymnastics, knowing that focusing on herself the most takes away those troubling romantic feelings for Taiki, as her being successful at what she does in her performances brings forth her most confident self. Funny how focusing on yourself brings out the best qualities out of you, and that's what makes you the most attractive. Except Taiki won't notice her.
Oh my god, my ankle!
Never mind, sometimes girls are just dramatic, okay? And seeing Taiki heals all wounds. That's Ichiman for staring at me. Nothing displays Blue Box's brilliant storytelling until our suspicions of Chono Hina's feelings start to become a reality, as she gets her very own episode to explore her entire journey and how that journey leads to the guy that's working his ass off, swinging and smacking shuttlecocks back and forth over a net. Hina is another tsundere friend-zoned redheaded girl, a top gymnast, whose father was a famous top gymnast as well. So you know where this leads to. The burden of high expectations. Chono Hina has many parallels to Kano Chinatsu, except she might be a bit more naturally talented at her sport. She has her own self-determination to focus and accomplish things for herself, but at the same time, she hopes to steal Taiki's heart in the process while also trying to be his friend and wing girl, which is very, very conflicting. She's a character that's easily likable right off the bat, and with her backstory fleshed out, it is extremely easy to cheer for her over the main heroine that her MC is always trying to chase after. Look at them, 1v1ing, playing each other's sports, going on dates that are not dates, and find themselves in a body heat to body heat scenario where one's touch almost leads to one's lips to the other's lips. But no, we can't do that to Hina just yet. One of the bright spots of this anime is how much more self-awareness the characters have in the dilemmas that they face, no matter the situation. Hell, even the dad hints at Chinatsu being way too serious approach could be detrimental for her. And the almost NPC friend of Hina's knows what the hell is going on with Hina. Everything seems plausible with the actions they take, and the story carefully lays out the reasonable viability of how certain situations may shake out. All the supporting characters are pretty damn aware of the main romantic plots in the show, even with the introduction of Karen in episode 12, who knows exactly what Chinatsu's issues are, as they are besties, and besties gossip. Chinatsu, even though she's pretty much confessed to her that she kinda likes Taiki, it is Chinatsu's inactions in her decisions that help complicate the story. So Chinatsu is the biggest catalyst in the story that creates these conflicting plots and make things really confusing for our MC, because she unintentionally makes it hard for Taiki to confess to her by drawing certain barriers that in most sane people's cases wouldn't dare cross, because one of the biggest, most pivotal moments between Chinatsu and Taiki should have led to one step closer into becoming romantically closer, but became. Let's forget that happened. That is where the self-awareness and plausibility of their living situation comes into play. If you respect people's boundaries, risking a confession, making life at home awkward for another year would be pretty brutal and extremely stressful. Imagine living next to someone that's trying to hit your blue box with a shuttlecock while you're over here trying to be Caitlin Clark, working on that two-handed jumper. And really that goes for Taiki and Chinatsu's situation, as we start to realize her true feelings. While there are some unique things about this anime, nothing beats classic tropes to get the story where it needs to get, like the classic Ruth thinking about you undressing trope.
I don't think it's creepy.
There's the classic really big misunderstanding, not only from Chinatsu thinking Taiki and Hina are dating, but Taiki not realizing his homegirl, who doesn't want to be his homegirl, likes him, which makes for a fascinating love triangle. Building bouts of jealousy with a sprinkle of NTR is one of romance's biggest tropes. I mean, the girl or guy you like is being hit on or flirting with other characters of the opposite gender would definitely send your feelings to the depths of hell, where jealousy, envy, and powerlessness lies. However, Blue Box is actually pretty tame when it comes to this, as our MC seems to be in the driver's seat of how the romances are actually kind of playing out in his favor, while he is oblivious to all the things that's happening around him, and besides the misunderstandings that are happening within the plot. As of episode 12 of Blue Box, the jealousy element, the NTR element isn't full blast, at least not yet, as someone is lurking, always by Taiki's side, looking at her competition, looking back at Taiki, and looking closer at Taiki.
You wanna go on a date?
Come again?
I mean group date.
Overall, this anime is actually pretty classic in its romance story, but with the theme of sports. There's a ton of wholesome learning lessons within the story, with a lot of great setups and crescendo building into really rewarding payoffs for our MC. For this video of Blue Box, this is just a general understanding of the story up until episode 12. I think in the manga, this is only around chapters 35-ish, as the manga itself is almost at 200 chapters. And yes, I will be trying to do episode reviews of this anime. This is an anime I generally like, so I hope that you guys like it too. Boom! So yeah guys, let me know what you guys think about the Blue Box anime. Are you watching it? Will you watch it? I would love to know. And do me a favor guys, hit the like button for Inomata Taiki getting his girl. And subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Check out my blog at otakusen.com, and I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.